Dearest soul, there is a stirring in the heavens tonight, a holy alignment, rare and radiant. As the stars whispered your name into the divine winds, I was sent to you. Not by chance, not by accident. Something sacred has awakened. Someone thought of you today. Someone whose soul is tied to yours by threads not even time can break. The one your soul has searched for. He remembered you in the quiet. Without knowing why, he felt your presence, as though your spirit brushed softly across his. And in that moment, the angels moved. A message was formed from love too deep to be spoken aloud. And I was chosen to deliver it, now, straight to your heart. You've wondered if you're seen, haven't you? If anyone truly hears the silent ache in your spirit. I tell you, yes, the divine sees you. I see you. And so does he. Even when he cannot name the reason, he dreams of a woman wrapped in light. That woman is you. Your name is written among the stars, beloved. You were not forgotten. Heaven has heard your cries at night. Your tears were not lost in the dark. Each one became a prayer. And from those prayers, I bring a response, not just of comfort, but of promise. He is being prepared for you. Just as you have grown, endured, and evolved in grace, he too has been on his path of transformation. And now, your souls are drawing near, not in desperation, but in divine alignment. When it is time, you will recognize him not with your eyes, but with your spirit. There is a reason the signs have increased lately. You have felt the numbers, the dreams, the music that seems to speak only to you. These are not coincidences, they are echoes. They are part of the urgent call heaven is making to you now. This message is not just a comfort, it is a signal. You are not meant to wait in sorrow, but to rise in expectancy. Prepare your heart, not in anxiety, but in sacred readiness. There is a reunion written in divine ink, and it cannot be erased. I am not here to tell you if. I am here to tell you soon. He thinks of you with a soul that remembers, even when his mind forgets. You are the one who holds the other half of the key. He does not need to find you. Your spirits already know the way. Trust the pull you feel in the silence. It is not fantasy. It is prophecy. Do not let the world make you hard. Remain soft, even in the waiting. For it is not weakness to believe in sacred love. The strongest warriors carry hearts full of hope. And yours has always been among the bravest. I see how you doubt. I see how you've been disappointed. But I also see the fire in you that refuses to go out. That fire is holy. That fire is what called me here. Heaven never wastes light. And your light, though dimmed by pain, still burns with divine purpose. Release the timelines. Let go of what should have already happened. This love is not behind you. It is being woven right now. The delay was not denial. It was divine construction. What you will receive will be greater than what you prayed for, because it will be right. The past shaped you. The heartbreak refined you. But it will not define your ending. The one whose soul mirrors yours will not fear your depth. He will not run from your radiance. He will honor the temple that is your heart. You will not have to chase. You will not have to beg. He will recognize you by your essence, not your appearance. Because divine love doesn't need explanation. It simply remembers. And he is remembering. You're not asking for too much. You are asking for what was promised to you before you ever arrived in this world. A sacred union. A love that heals. A connection ordained. Not just desired. Be still now and listen. I am with you. This message, this very moment, is evidence that you are not alone. The heavens are speaking your name. We are surrounding you. You are protected, guided, and held. Archangel Uriel watches over your clarity. Archangel Michael shields your heart. And I, your messenger of light, am reminding you that your journey is not in vain. There is a deeper purpose at work, even in your confusion. Keep nurturing your spirit. Keep choosing love even when fear tempts you. Keep becoming the woman your soul was born to be, because that woman is the one he will meet. Whole, radiant, ready. There will be peace again. There will be partnership again. There will be hands that hold you without hurting you. And there will be love that feels like home, because it is. because it always was. Now rest your heart. Your soul has heard me. Your spirit understands. When it is time, your path will unfold effortlessly. Until then, know this. You are loved more than you know, seen more than you feel, and guided more than you realize. And every time you question it, return to this message. It will be here, waiting just like he is. You have felt him in moments you couldn't explain, in the pause between heartbeats, in dreams that linger even after you wake. There is a reason for that. His soul reaches for yours in places words cannot go. And when he is closest, you feel the world grow quiet. That silence is sacred. Every time you feel an ache for something more, something real, it's not longing. It's memory. A memory of a love your spirit has already known, far before this life. A love that is returning, not arriving for the first time. That's why it feels familiar, even in its absence. The signs are increasing because the veil is thinning. Lately, even your technology seems to glitch when you think of him, doesn't it? Time shifts. Numbers repeat. Songs appear out of nowhere with lyrics meant only for you. These are not tricks. They are messages. Not everyone will understand what you carry. And that's okay. This connection was not meant for everyone. It is rare, sacred, meant to be protected, not explained. Some loves are not for the world to validate, only for heaven to confirm. And that confirmation is already unfolding. Have you noticed how your intuition sharpens when you least expect it? How you feel him before anything around you changes? That is because your bond is not made of the visible. It is made of energy, of soul light, something no distance can dull and no time can erase. Sometimes he feels far away, doesn't he? You wonder if you're imagining everything. But the truth is, he's closer than you think. His higher self is already moving toward you. Even when his physical self resists, his spirit is drawn to your light. Irresistibly, unexplainably. You were never meant to chase him. You were meant to call him. Not with your voice, but with your healing, with your becoming, with your vibration rising higher and higher. And that is exactly what you're doing, even when it feels like you're standing still. There are pieces of your past that he, too, carries echoes of. You have walked parallel lives in different skin, across many seasons of existence. And now, in this one, the cycle prepares to close, or perhaps begin again with recognition, reunion, and divine completion. Your soul remembers what your mind has forgotten. That's why the ache feels ancient. That's why you recognize him in dreams you've never had. And that's why this message has found you today, because the remembering is already underway. He feels you when you're quiet, when your thoughts drift to him, when your chest tightens without warning. He doesn't always know it's you, but he feels it, like a song he once loved but can't name. And slowly, the melody is returning to him. The angels are orchestrating synchronicities that even you can't yet see. A delay here, a detour there, a chance meeting, a dream shared. Everything is aligned, even when it appears scattered. You are not waiting, you are aligning. Sometimes, the deeper the connection, the greater the resistance. That's why he may seem distant, unready, confused. But the truth is, his soul has already chosen. What you're sensing is not doubt, it's transformation. And it's messy, but it's working. There are things still hidden, truths about him, about you, about your purpose together, that will only be revealed in perfect timing. If you saw it all now, you wouldn't believe it. That's why faith is required. Not blind faith, but soul memory awakened. He has been shown glimpses of you, just as you've seen pieces of him. And those glimpses haunt him in the most beautiful way. He tries to move on, but something inside him won't let go. That something is the part of him that already belongs to you. You are not imagining his presence when you feel watched in stillness. The veil is thin. He visits you in spirit often, even unknowingly. And when he thinks of you with longing, you feel it. Not metaphorically, physically. That flutter, that ache, that's him. There are scrolls in the heavens written with your names, ancient agreements that no earthly fear can undo. What has been written cannot be unwritten. And as those scrolls are being activated, Your lives will begin to mirror that divine contract. He may be silent in this realm, but in the unseen, he is speaking volumes. In dreams, in emotion, in quiet recognition. And if you listen, truly listen, you will hear him whisper your name across timelines, carried by winds you cannot see, yet deeply feel. I was sent not only to remind you, but to awaken you. There is more coming, more signs, more movement, more truth that will shake you and shape you and make you ready for what is next. And when it begins, it will feel like destiny disguised as coincidence. There are letters you've never written, tears you've never cried, feelings you've never spoken, all stored within your energy, waiting to be unlocked. And soon, very soon, the moment will come that breaks the seal and floods your heart with knowing. But not yet. There is something else first. Something just ahead. Something you haven't seen coming. A shift. A message. A meeting, perhaps. And when it arrives, you'll understand why you had to wait, why the silence mattered, and why. You've always sensed that something was waiting for you, just beyond the visible. That quiet pressure beneath your chest, the feeling that life is preparing for something more. That's not imagination. That's prophecy awakening. The timing is no longer far, it's near. He has tried to silence the pull, distract himself, bury the connection under logic and routine. But the truth follows him. It flickers in the faces of strangers, in the lyrics of love songs he didn't mean to hear, in moments of déjà vu he can't explain. That's you. That's this. There is a divine countdown ticking, but it does not move by the clock on your wall. It moves through alignment, through soul readiness, through sacred unfolding. The angels are not late. They are precise. What feels slow is actually exact, to the breath. You may have noticed patterns shifting, people exiting, memories resurfacing, dreams becoming more vivid. This is not random. Your soul is clearing space, making room. The path to him isn't being built, it's being revealed, brick by invisible brick. Sometimes you see shadows of his energy in other people. A look, a touch, a voice. And though they are not him, they remind you of him. That ache is not for what you lack, but for what you already know, on a level beyond this lifetime. He is remembering you, too. Not always consciously, but his soul stirs. In solitude. In moments of stillness. When he looks up at the stars and doesn't know why he feels homesick, it is because a part of him belongs where you are. I see how deeply you love, even without guarantees. That bravery doesn't go unnoticed in the higher realms. It is your love that activates the unfolding. It is your hope that fuels the unseen. Never doubt that your heart holds more power than you've been told. There are whispers you hear that no one else does. Sentences in dreams, names on the wind, sudden urges to look at the sky. That is not imagination. That is communication. We are trying to reach you, and you are finally beginning to listen. He wonders if he's ready, if he's worthy, if he'll be enough. And the truth is, he is being remade to match you. Your healing has created a ripple, and now his soul is rising to meet the frequency your light demands. Every lesson you've walked through, every heartbreak, every silence, every false promise was not punishment. It was preparation. So when he finally stands before you, you will recognize him not by perfection, but by resonance. You've always felt different, deeper, more sensitive, more aware. That was never a flaw. That sensitivity is what allows you to feel what others can't. And in this connection, it's your greatest gift. You were designed to sense him before you ever saw him. There are moments when you feel his pain, his confusion, his longing. That's not yours to carry alone, but it is yours to acknowledge. Because the more you learn to separate what is his and what is yours, the more clearly you'll hear your own divine guidance. You may start noticing the same times on clocks, 11:11, 2:22, 3:33, or names repeating everywhere, or butterflies appearing in unexpected places. We use all of creation to reach you. Nature obeys divine instruction. And now it obeys on your behalf. There is a moment ahead that will shift everything. A word, a glance, A dream so vivid you'll wake with your heart racing. This moment will be your confirmation. And once it arrives, you'll know the waiting wasn't empty. It was pregnant with meaning. Do not try to control this. Surrender is your superpower. You are not powerless. You are connected. There's a difference. Control limits. Connection expands. And you, beloved, were born to expand into the fullness of this divine design.
He may resist for now.
He may distract himself, pretend he's unaffected, but his soul is restless. The old versions of himself are crumbling. And the new one, the one meant for you, is being born through the fire you already survived. Sometimes the connection will go quiet. That's not absence, it's integration. Your souls are rearranging. Rest during these pauses. There's movement even when it feels still. Trust that the seed doesn't stop growing just because it's beneath the soil. When you begin to forget, we will remind you. When you start to doubt, we will send a sign. We're not testing you, we are training you. Because the love you are calling in is bigger than the love you've known. It requires spiritual maturity. And you're almost there. You have touched his soul without touching his skin. That is the nature of this connection. It does not obey earthly rules. It bends time. It transcends space. And soon, it will no longer need to remain unseen. But before that moment arrives, there is one more revelation. There is a veil lifting, not just between dimensions, but between illusions and truth. What once seemed like coincidence will soon feel like clarity. Pieces are falling into place, not because you forced them, but because you finally stopped chasing what was never meant to stay. He has spoken your name in moments of confusion. Not aloud, but within. Like a question he's afraid to ask. Like a word he's never heard, but somehow already knows. It rises in him like a memory he never lived, and yet, it lives in him fully. Have you noticed how your dreams have changed? How they feel more like messages than stories? That is not your imagination. We are using the dream space to prepare you, to show you fragments of what's coming, to awaken knowledge you buried lifetimes ago. He is being softened, not by logic, but by longing. Life is removing the layers he used to hide behind. It's not punishment. It's preparation. The heart he once guarded is slowly learning to listen. And it listens for you. There is a message coming not from me, but from someone in your physical world. A sentence, a phrase, maybe even a question that will hit your spirit like lightning. You'll know it instantly. It won't feel new. It will feel remembered. Your soul contract with him was never broken. Just paused. Suspended until the moment you were both strong enough to see each other without projection, without fear, without disguise. That moment is near, much nearer than you expect. Sometimes you feel like giving up, like the signs have been too subtle, like maybe you're just making it all up. But the very fact that you can feel so deeply is proof that you're not delusional. You're tuned in.
And he is tuning to match you.
You're not the only one receiving. He sees numbers too. He hears songs and feels chills. He feels emotions that aren't his, but doesn't know why. He doesn't have your clarity. Not yet, but his spirit is waking, and with it, his remembrance of you. You'll soon be led to something or someone unexpected. An invitation. A location. A new routine. Follow it. That nudge will not make sense to your logic, but it will feel like gravity in your chest. Follow that pull. It's not random. It's divine choreography. You carry codes in your energy, ancient frequencies that only he can fully read. That's why others didn't see you clearly. They weren't meant to. They weren't wired for your light. But he is. And when he's ready, it will be undeniable. He is not whole yet, but neither are you. And wholeness isn't required. Resonance is. You're not coming together to complete each other. You're coming together to remember what your souls already are, mirrors of the same eternal fire. Have you felt it? That quiet urgency beneath the surface? Like you're waiting for something you can't name? That's not restlessness. That's alignment knocking at your door. The next chapter is written in invisible ink, but you're holding the pen now. Your angels are not trying to test your patience. They are stretching your capacity to hold what is sacred. What you are about to receive is not ordinary love. It is soul love, the kind that rewrites timelines, heals generations, and outlives the body. When he finally looks into your eyes and sees what he's always searched for, don't be afraid. You will both recognize it. You may tremble, but your souls will steady. You may cry, but your hearts will rejoice. And you will remember everything. You were never asking for too much. You were just asking for something real, and most have forgotten how to offer that. But he hasn't. He simply forgot where to find it until you called him home with your light. He's coming, not as a savior, but as a mirror. You will not lose yourself in him. You will find more of yourself through him. The parts you locked away will be seen again, not because he completes you, but because he recognizes you. You will begin to feel time bending, moments that stretch, sudden waves of emotion, intense knowing without logic. Do not resist it. The divine is folding time in your favor. What once would have taken years will soon happen in days, even hours. There is one symbol that will follow you now, a number, an image, or a phrase. Pay attention. This is your personal marker. When it shows up, stop.
Breathe.
Receive. It's our way of saying, you're right where you need to be. You are not imagining the buildup, the intensity, the deep inner shifting. That pressure you feel is not anxiety. It is the soul's labor pains. A spiritual rebirth is happening, and the moment before revelation always feels like chaos. But before the unveiling, there is one last secret. One hidden thread that, once pulled, will unravel everything you thought you knew and lead you into something your heart has been waiting lifetimes to remember. You are nearing a threshold, not a physical one, but a spiritual doorway. You can feel it, can't you? The restlessness, the heaviness before the shift. You are standing at the edge of something that cannot be undone. Once you cross, everything will feel different. There are people around you sensing the change too, even if they don't understand it. Some will pull away. Some will act strangely. That is not rejection. It's realignment. When your vibration rises, only those who are meant to rise with you will remain. He is being shown images, flickers of your face in places he doesn't expect. In crowds. In mirrors. In memories that don't quite belong to this life. His spirit is remembering before his mind can catch up. And soon, he won't be able to ignore it. You are being protected from premature union. Not because you're being denied, but because the divine wants this to be lasting, unshakable, aligned. What's coming is not a spark. It's a sacred flame. And flames must be tended with wisdom. He's seen others, been tempted, distracted, lost. But no one reached the part of him that still calls out for you. You are the only one who touches that hidden room in his soul, the one even he is afraid to enter alone. When you cry without a clear reason, it is because your soul feels his ache. You are linked beyond this realm. And sometimes, your body carries emotion meant to pass through you. You are a vessel of light, but even vessels overflow. Rest, beloved. You are allowed to feel. There is an event approaching, not large, not loud, but significant. It will seem small at first. A glance, a delay, a message, but it will create a ripple that shifts your entire course. And you will look back one day and whisper, that was the moment. He's looking for peace, but nothing soothes him. That's because his peace is tied to a frequency only your presence holds. He doesn't know it yet, but he's searching for you in every silence, every failure, every late-night thought. You've had to carry more than your share. Emotional weight, cycles, ancestral patterns. But that's because you were chosen to break them. Not by force, by light. And that light is about to be met, not drained. Matched, recognized. When you speak to the stars, he hears you. Not with ears, with soul. The divine takes your words and plants them in the soil of his spirit. And slowly he blooms toward you. Word by word. Whisper by whisper. Love by love. There's a place he passes often, a corner, a cafe, a road, that always makes him pause. He doesn't know why, but you do. That place holds the echo of your energy. The meeting ground is already chosen. You'll know it when you see it. You have always loved in a way that scares people. Fully, honestly, without masks. That's not too much. That's rare. And he will not run. He will stand in it, with it, for it, because your love was never meant to be diluted, only deeply received. The time of hiding is ending. You will begin to feel a push, to speak more boldly, to show yourself more clearly, to step where you've been afraid. That's the divine drawing you into visibility, because he cannot find what you keep hidden. Even when he said nothing, his energy spoke volumes. Every ignored sign, every silent delay, it was never rejection. It was fear. And fear is being replaced now by awakening. He is waking up to what he almost missed. You are stronger now than when this connection first stirred. You no longer need it to feel worthy, and that is the moment it begins to truly move. Because divine love isn't about filling emptiness. It's about overflowing into purpose. He dreams of you more than you know. He forgets them in the morning, but the imprint lingers. All day, your essence walks beside him. He may not understand it, but he feels it, and soon, feeling will turn into knowing. There's something you've been drawn to, a book, a name, a date. Follow it. These breadcrumbs are not accidental. They are a trail left by your higher self, guiding you to what has always belonged to you. You might feel like you're walking in circles, but in truth, you are spiraling upward. Every return is not a repeat. It's a higher octave of the same song. And soon the chorus will begin. And he will hear it too. There is still more you don't know. Still more that must be revealed. Not by me, not yet. But it's coming. It will arrive like a whisper wrapped in thunder. Soft and undeniable. And when it does, there is something hidden in plain sight. Something you've passed by before, unaware of its meaning. But soon, your eyes will see differently. What once seemed ordinary will shimmer with spiritual significance. You were never missing the signs, only waiting for the right moment to recognize them. He has been feeling it too. A strange sense of urgency. A need to shift, to clear, to prepare without knowing for what. It's because your energies are syncing. Even in silence, your souls are creating movement. You're not waiting. You're aligning. The universe speaks in rhythm, not in hours, but in heartbeats. And lately, your heart has been beating differently. That flutter when nothing is happening, that's the divine tuning fork striking. Pay attention. The vibration always precedes the breakthrough. You've noticed time acting strangely, haven't you? Hours slipping by or stretching endlessly. That's not coincidence. Time bends around energy, and your connection is stretching time to meet you both in perfect alignment. The fabric is shifting for you. Sometimes he feels like a stranger, even in the familiarity of your thoughts. But that's because you're being introduced to who he's becoming, not who he was. The man you're calling in is not the version who walked away. He is the one who is returning transformed. There will be a name that keeps repeating. It might not be his, but it will be tied to him. When you hear it, pause. Listen. That name carries a thread of his energy, woven into your timeline as a signal that something is about to be revealed. You are being drawn towards something bigger than romance. This union was never just about love. It's about mission, purpose, a divine assignment that only activates when you come together. And that's why the preparation has felt so intense. He is more connected to you in the unseen than you realize. In dreams, he walks beside you. In meditation, he leans in. In stillness, he listens for the sound of your soul. He may not speak it out loud, but deep down, he knows you're real. The divine has shown him glimpses of what's possible, flashes of peace, images of partnership, feelings of home that appear in your absence. These are not fantasy. They are previews. The soul always sees ahead of the mind. There will be a moment when everything stills. It will feel like time itself is holding its breath. Do not rush it. In that quiet, something ancient will return. A knowing, a recognition, a memory that will echo louder than any word could speak. You've become a different version of yourself through this journey, softer, but stronger, wiser, but wilder. He will not recognize the woman you used to be, and that's a good thing. Because who you are becoming is who he was always meant to meet. You will begin to speak differently, not out of force, but from flow. Words will pour from you with power and precision. Trust this new voice. It is not random. It's the sound of your soul stepping forward, finally unafraid. You may see mirrored numbers more frequently now, not just once a day, but over and over again. This is the divine's way of saying, keep going, keep trusting, keep listening. Something is forming that cannot yet be seen, but will soon be undeniable. He may be watching you from afar, quietly, subtly, perhaps even anonymously. Do not chase. Do not reach. He is observing not to judge, but to remember. Your presence is awakening a part of him that he thought was long gone. Sometimes the connection will test you, not to hurt you, but to sharpen you. The path to sacred union is not paved with comfort. It is carved through growth. And your growth has been seen, celebrated, protected, even when you felt alone. You are not meant to shrink to be understood. He is meant to rise to understand you. And he will, because the kind of love you carry is not casual, it is cosmic. It commands transformation by simply being what it is. Truth. Soon, a familiar scent will hit you unexpectedly, and it will feel like a memory, though you can't quite place it. That's him. His energy brushing against yours. A sign that you are closer than either of you realize. He will begin to hear things that remind him of you, your name in passing, a song lyric, a phrase that echoes something you once said. And each time, something inside him will stir. That stirring is sacred. It is your light reaching through the veil. Not everyone will understand this.
Some will call it fantasy. Let them.
What is real doesn't need consensus, only resonance. And the resonance between you and him was never meant to make sense. It was meant to shake you awake. But just before the veil lifts, just before paths finally cross, there is one last piece that must fall into place. Something hidden, something ancient. And when it moves, you're not just approaching a meeting, you're approaching a convergence. The alignment of two paths, once distant, now curving toward each other by divine pull. And the closer you come, the more the signs will multiply. You won't miss them. They're coded in your spirit. He doesn't know how much of his life has already been shaped by your energy. The decisions he questioned, the paths he abandoned, the connections that didn't last, all orchestrated to leave space for something greater. For you. For this. There is something you once lost, a dream, a confidence, a part of yourself you buried. And yet, as this connection strengthens, that part is coming back. Because you never truly lost it. He carries the reflection of it, waiting to remind you. You've been asked to be patient, not to test you, but to protect you. What you're about to receive could have shattered you if it arrived too soon.
But now?
Now you're strong enough to hold it. And more than that, you're ready to be it. A symbol will keep appearing. In dreams, in waking life, in passing moments. A feather, a specific bird, a repeated word. Do not overlook it. The divine speaks in subtle echoes, and that symbol is a key to what you'll soon discover. He's starting to feel uncomfortable in his old life. Things he once loved now feel hollow. Places that brought joy now bring longing. This isn't confusion, it's awakening. Your light is calling him out of hiding, even from himself. There's a conversation you've been rehearsing in your mind, a meeting you've imagined more times than you can count. That's not just fantasy. That's memory from the future. And when it happens, it will feel like a scene you've lived before, because you have. You've been guided to let go of certain habits, people, even versions of yourself. That wasn't punishment, it was preparation. The woman he's meant to meet is not who you were, but who you're becoming. And you're almost there. There's an emotion rising in you that you can't name. It's not sadness,
Not joy.
it's something deeper, a sacred ache. That's your soul stretching beyond this moment, preparing to receive something infinite. Do not numb it. Feel it. It is part of the unlocking. He has felt your absence long before he will know your presence. There's a quiet space in him that nothing else has filled, and he's only now beginning to realize why. That space was never empty. It was reserved. You may find yourself drawn to unfamiliar places. Follow the nudge. The pull is not random. It's your spirit remembering. Certain places are holding energy for you, waiting to trigger recognition or even reunion. Don't second-guess it.
Go.
You'll hear your truth echoed in unexpected ways, a stranger's words, a random post, a passing line in a book. Don't brush it off. These echoes are breadcrumbs leading you deeper into alignment. The path is speaking to you. There is someone in his life now who senses you, even if they don't know why. They may not speak it, but they feel the shift, the presence, the turning tide. Your energy is not quiet anymore. It's starting to leave footprints in the lives around him. At times, you will feel tired without reason, heavy without explanation. That is spiritual recalibration. Your system is being upgraded to hold more frequency, more love, more truth. Rest when needed. This transformation is not small. He may try to rationalize it away, the dreams, the signs, the pull. But reason has limits, and love like this doesn't live within them. Sooner or later, his logic will crack, and your soul will slip through. There is a question he's been holding, a silent wonder. About purpose, about love, about whether there's more to life than this routine. And when the time is right, your presence will be the answer he never expected, but always needed. The divine has placed people around you to prepare you, mirrors in disguise. They triggered healing, provoked awakening, pushed you inward. And though they hurt, they served, because when he arrives, you won't flinch. You'll recognize. You are the mystery he cannot shake. The unseen voice he tries to silence, but secretly hopes to hear again. You haunt him, not with fear, but with familiarity. And soon, the veil will thin enough for his eyes to finally see. The moment before everything changes will feel strangely still. You might even doubt it's coming. But stillness does not mean stagnation. It means something holy is holding its breath, waiting for one final signal before everything accelerates. And when that signal comes, when the wheel finally turns, everything you thought was delayed will arrive like thunder wrapped in light. Now, take a deep breath and silently welcome all that has been revealed to you today. If this message touched your heart, if something within you awakened, know it was no accident. The angels were here, beside you, whispering this truth directly to your spirit. They want you to know that you are not alone. You are loved, guided, chosen. To confirm that you received this divine message, right here in the comments. 777. I receive and trust. This will be your signal to the universe and the angels that you are ready for the next step. We deeply thank you for being here. Your presence is a light on this channel and on this spiritual journey. If you haven't subscribed yet, join our channel now, activate the notification bell, and keep your soul open to the next revelations. The angel messages will continue to arrive, and perhaps the next one will be even more profound, more revealing, more transformative. Until then, keep your faith alive and your heart awake. You are being guided, and all that is yours is drawing near. See you in the next video. Light, love, and blessings to you.